better, sleep is better. Other than a recent injury that has got nothing to do with CrossFit, can't tell you how far I've come. Just running, being able to breathe, a little bit tummy, waist is down, overall strength is improved, flexibility, getting out of bed, still old, still have those creaks and aches and pains that you're going to have with age, but that's far subsided. I can, I've gotten a greater amount of energy during the day. I like the regimen. I think it's really good. It's helped me personally. It's helped stress relief at work, at home. I'm sure my family could attest to that. So things like that have been good.
And how old are you, Dan?
I'm 57.
57?
57.
Okay. A lot of people, when they speak to me, I'm too old. You guys don't get it. CrossFit's for younger people. It's, you guys are crazy. You guys do all that really intense stuff. What would you say for the older people that think this is more of a young person thing, that don't really understand that this is something that we want to apply for health first and then the sport side of it?
Correct. You can apply it to anything. If you're old, it doesn't matter what age you are. And basically this setup, the you versus you, it's a great philosophy to start. To get you started, get you working out. You can take it to whatever level you want. You want to get to the competition level? Go right ahead. If you just want to steadily maintain, it's for any age. An older person's going to find it tougher. They're going to see less progress in the beginning. It's going to take some time, but you have to be diligent. You have to stay with it. But it can be beneficial, no matter what age. You have numerous people my age here. When I first started, it was 1 or 2. Now you have, 6 or 7, 55 plus, which is great. No, I think as an older person, it's not the sport. It's the working out, the regimented, and being able to apply it to scale, to your level, your ability.
Yeah.
If you never did sport before, it doesn't matter. I don't think. You're an instructor, but from my experiences, you never worked out before. You could definitely slowly get into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of tracing back to, you've been here for a year. For those people that are a little bit older or even just out of shape, a lot of people get really discouraged because they will sign up and then a month goes by and they expect all of the results that a year has taken you. So do you want to talk about kind of that patience and the process that it takes to see those results and really benefit from the program?
Okay, it's definitely humbling experience to do this. It takes time. Okay, it takes effort, and you're not going to see immediate progress. You think you're going to walk out of here like Rocky. That's not going to happen. But you will see over time, as you get into it, you're going to feel better. Yes, you're going to feel sore in the beginning. No doubt about it, you can't avoid that. But as you do more, the pain gets less, your body is more flexible, you start to feel better. And as you get to the first couple of weeks, maybe months or so, hey, wait a minute, you're onto something.
Yeah.
And you feel much better. Yes, don't get discouraged. It's definitely a humbling experience, no matter what age I think you are. Of course,
Yeah.
I think it makes you search inside. Okay, you're gonna have to look inside, stick with it, deal with it. Yeah.
The last thing I kind of want to talk about is your injury. So do you want to kind of talk to me about what happened, how you got injured, what the diagnosis was, and kind of how CrossFit maybe has caused a different path that the doctors would have thought would have happened.
I'd be glad to. Okay, we were over a year into it when it happened. We were in the middle of our open workouts for CrossFit and doing really well, I thought, and I was doing good. And what happened was, one evening I went home, Friday evening, after the gym, having dinner, had to run to the car for something, put on a pair of flip-flops, it just rained, hit the front lawn, took a tumble. The legs went out from me, I went to brace myself, and I ripped my whole rotator cuff. It had nothing to do with CrossFit.
Yeah.
My daughter being PT, came in the house, it was a dead arm. She goes, no, something's torn. So I waited a couple of days, went to see an orthopedic surgeon, went to get the MRI. Yes, it was definitely torn off the bone. So I was discouraged. Here I was, getting all excited. CrossFit was good, open, really positive. And now I'm worried about not being able to use my arm the rest of the summer. Because once you get surgery, the rehab is a long time.
Yeah.
And I couldn't go immobile. So I went to the initial orthopedic surgeon, and then I went to PT, got a couple of opinions on it. My goal was to prolong surgery, postpone it until after the fall. But I mean, after the first week or two, it wasn't so bad. It was all right. It was pain, it hurt, but a couple of weeks of PT in the beginning, this is pretty good here. My structure was really good. Even the PT surgeon, when I first ripped it, is like, you got pretty good movement as it is for what I'm expecting. The MRI didn't reflect the damage that's shown on the MRI or my condition. I moved it pretty well. So, we've been working with you consciously, avoiding anything that might damage it, but still continue to work up, doing your cardio, lower body, everything that didn't affect that. At this point in time where I may not need new surgery, I guess pre-injury, it was all built up. The flexibility, all the workouts we did, the gymnastics and stuff, really had built up the rotator cuff. It's not just me, just anybody. It helps build up all those muscles.
The strength, the mobility, all of that.
All that played a big part of it. So I was considered really good shape before I got injured. So now post-injury, I'm almost back to full strength.
It's amazing.
I still have to be very careful, slowly as I get to where it really is critical. But your, oversight, the gyms, I still go to PT a little bit to keep an eye on it. But I think as a whole, what CrossFit does, it builds you up in more ways than just muscle.
Yeah.
You're not just lifting one particular muscle. Gives you full range, your body, with the combination of cardio, metcon, gymnastics, weight training. It really developed in numerous places. So I'm able to, at this point in time, hopefully, I'm skipping surgery.
Awesome.
I won't need to, I'm not going to go for surgery unless something happens, which can happen anyway. I could trip again and fall.
Yeah.
I'm back to square one.
Let's not go there. But do you think that, a lot of people kind of have the misconception that CrossFit causes injuries? Do you think that if CrossFit is taught the correct way and applied the correct way, that it could actually
100%.
Prevent injuries?
100%. As with any sport, it's definitely CrossFit. If you take the time and develop a firm foundation and build upon that, injuries happen anywhere. But if you take the time with CrossFit and build it properly, your risk is actually less, okay? And I think as with any sport or any activity, if you do it in the right process, you don't over-aggressive and don't overshoot your bounds, be real about it, yes. And I think CrossFit helped me as a body develop overall conditioning.
Right.
Length, body, strength, back.
Yeah.
So it really helps. Yes, no, CrossFit, that's a misconception. CrossFit, you get hurt doing anything wrong, whether you go to, the box gyms or anything like that. You're going to get hurt if you do something improper. And I think with your instructors, yourself, and people taking the time to teach the process, the steps, work through it, scale it to your ability, take it a long way.
Great.
All
right. Well, thank you so much, Dan.
My pleasure.
We are so happy to have you. I gotta say this because most people don't see what happens inside the walls of the gym. They just see the CrossFit games. It's people like you that I got into CrossFit for. So thank you so much.
Let me just say too, the other thing I think to develop is very important here is the culture. The culture in this particular gym is outstanding. To you, the people you have here, you all work together, you support each other, and that's very, very important going forward.
Thank you.
I think so.
All right, I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.